here.
Well, you met with, you spent some time with Floyd.
I mean, just had a conversation. I mean, we're on the tours together.
But you were really impressed with what a good guy he was.
Well, I was impressed. I shouldn't say good guy, knowing his, his background and stuff like that. I was impressed with the way everything's so calculated, super calculated, everything. He runs everything.
In terms of his persona.
Terms of his
drama.
persona, he knows exactly what he's doing. Nothing. It's gonna be tough for. I thought there was a chance Conor would get in his head. I really don't think Conor's gonna be able to get in his. He knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
He's like, he's the only guy. I've wanted this my whole career. He's the only guy I could do this with.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's the only.
Well,
guy.
it's a show. He's having a blast. Right?
It's all a show.
Yeah,
it's all a show. And though to me, it's weird because you look at the mainstream media like today. If you watch whatever show you watch in the morning. There's all this weird negativity around it. And I view it like this, because most people, they don't understand either sport. Mm-hmm. They either know a little boxing, know nothing about the UFC. Mm-hmm. They know a little UFC, they don't know shit about Floyd Mayweather. Mm-hmm. So they're just looking at these ideas that these mainstream guys are coming. They're so opinionated on boxing. It's a shit show. That Floyd Mayweather and Conor turned in, it's like that movie Mean Girls. It's the hot new girl.
Sure.
And no one knows him, but they hate on him. Mm-hmm. And everyone else is like, it's actually kind of cool. It's a cool spectacle. It's actually a really interesting fight. There's a lot of cool stories behind it. You have Showtime versus UFC. You have Espinoza versus Dana White. This is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of fight we're witnessing.
Sure.
And to hate on it's easy because they don't know shit about either sport.
That's right.
So to me, it's like it's the new hot girl in school.
I also love that.
There's almost a jealousy because they're stuck in their ways and they don't know. No, fuck them. It's actually kind of cool, man.
Very cool.
It's actually kind of cool.
And I noticed that just as a performer, I watched when it looked like Mayweather was having a great time with the most publicized face-off in front of all those people, and you were there, I think.
Yeah.
When I watched, it's a little thing, but I watched Floyd as Conor was talking. I watched Floyd. He was drinking from a cup. And he raised it in a very ceremonial way and drank it like a king. He was great. He was already in character. He wasn't even doing anything. He wasn't even on the mic. And he was already in character. And he was loving it. He was fucking loving it.
I was trying to explain this. Tell people how hard it is when you have 4 stops. So you have L.A., Toronto, New York, London.
Oh, my God.
And you have to come up with, a half an hour monologue of new shit every day?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's...
Day after day?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is what he was doing. This is what they were both doing.
Name another athlete on this planet.
Yeah.
These two, I'm telling you, this is fucking
And you're waking up.
Name 2 guys
early.
who could do that.
Yeah, you're not sleeping. You did this. You followed this.
My goddamn eyes.
How much did you
so
sleep?
far in my face, and I have fucking I don't know what I have.
Exactly.
It's because no sleep. I average probably 3 hours of sleep,
right.
maybe around there each night.
Right.
And then they're getting up, and then you gotta be on it, man.
You gotta be on
all this pressure. And not only do they have all this pressure, but they're performing.
When you say on it, the world's watching.
Yeah.
I mean, right?
I mean 15 million views each.
Yeah. Oh, and you better look good. And you better be groomed.
Oh, you better be on.
To the T.
Everyone's critiquing.
And you better be on. That's right.
And what I think's hilarious is when, mainstream media is like, it's a bit of a shit show. Yeah, is it? You guys don't want to think that because you're not very educated on either sport.
Right.
And you also have nothing to talk about. So this is what you're doing, trying to hate on it. Man, at least 15 million people viewed each press conference.
And keep this in mind,
so
everybody.
It's like,
and you did a good job.
I think a lot of people are kind of into this.
Yes, and you did a good job of framing it as such, which was, this is where the fight begins in a sense. Like don't kid yourself. We're waiting to see who can sort of talk each guy. That's not easy to do. Those guys have got to be, witty, funny. They got to roast each other. That takes a shitload of thought.
Yeah, it takes
and it's got to be relevant.
But the other thing is, Conor, won this press tour. He did, and he did what we thought he was going to do. The first one was a little rough, but then he learned to adapt it exactly and came back and kind of stole the show. But to me, I should almost want to say the real MVP of this whole thing is Floyd Mayweather, just because he's 40. He's taking 2 years off. Listen, if we're going to play tennis, you want it to be fun, you got to be pretty fucking
Hell
good.
Yes.
So I went going in and being super biased for, obviously, Conor, and still am, obviously. But at Floyd at 40, I didn't think you'd be able to carry his load. Like, I was like, Conor's just going to be destroying. And at 40, what Floyd Mayweather did, I was like, that shit is impressive.
He's been doing it forever. And you said he's got your close contact with him, everything is calculated. Nothing's an accident with that guy, huh?
Nothing. Like when
Details.
Remember the details. Remember the conspiracy theory where everyone's like, he turned off the mic, Connor's mic. He turned that off. He didn't. He was up more upset than anyone because he thought it made everyone look bad.
Oh wow.
Remember the first
Yeah.
Connor grabbed the mic and blamed Showtime and Espinoza. Floyd's like, I don't know what the fuck that was, man. So that guy was no longer there. Because it was the sound guy.
Right.
He forgot to turn on the mic.
Bad.
And then they also did the next night with my boy Bryan's mic, who was announcing guys.
I know that from reading about Floyd, people like to say how talented he is and all that. He's obsessive about his training. Like there's no one who trains more than Floyd and ever has. Like Floyd Mayweather.
That's what he's known for.
He's a genius. Well, he's also like obsessive about his training. He'll wake up at 3 a.m. and go, I got to go running or I got to train. Everybody got to go to the gym. So he works harder than you can't work harder than that guy.
No, that's what Freddie Roach was saying when he was in LA. He went to go train at Wildcard and he was like, cool, what time coming? He's like, I'll be there around 1 or 2 once we're done with the presser and then we eat and then I'll be there around 1 or 2 in the morning. Be there till about 6.
1 or 2 in the morning. He trains all night.
And then went and did it and then had stuff the next morning.
Wow.
He said he was there all night working.
Yeah.
No, but listen, what he does outside and his domestic violence, all that, I get that. It's terrible. But as far as you want to talk about someone and just earning everything they've got and hard work, it's nuts, man.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
It's not an accident.
No.
Springsteen.
Him or Connor. They're literally the only two we've ever seen that are capable of doing this.
I heard Springsteen say one time, he said, nobody is a superstar by accident. Nobody. In other words, if you saw the amount of work that people put in, especially ones who last as long as someone like Floyd Mayweather. For that matter, Conor McGregor. He's
only been around for he's only been huge for about 3 years.
Yeah, but he was talking about how important media is, and people forget that when you're a fighter. When you're a fighter, on top of training as much as you do. And I thought it was also interesting. A lot of people work hard. He goes, they think they work hard.